I'm known to Advertiser Club, another episode of Old School Runescape Hardcore Iron Man Edition, and I'm practicing doing my movements, and this one is no. And why did I pick no for this? Because there is no X right here like there's supposed to be. Do you see an X there? I see no X. Now I've already completed the quest. I got lucky. Or actually I had to look it up because I was digging all the way. Well, you get the picture. And here's some of the comments from you guys. Okay. Let me see right here. Okay, Fred Derrick UK. Each time you marked a tile, you made the X harder to see. Okay, well I've unmarked it, and I still don't see an X, unless this is some kind of an X. I don't know, because that is kind of where I found it, like right here. But I removed all the tiles. There's an X in the dirt. It's right there on your screen. You're looking at it for so long on the clip. So says Vanilla Bryce. Nope. Sorry, buddy. Now I do got a cheap computer. Maybe my graphics ain't showing it up, but let me move around a little bit. Whoop, hold on, let me turn this off. I don't see any X at all. No. It says the statue points at it. That's true. The statue's pointing this way, yet it's right here. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. All right, that's it. But thank you for watching, and thank you for commenting. But I'm disagreeing on that. Other than that, I'm loving the game, and I didn't really mind that. I was just pointing out I don't see an X. When people say there's an X there, I go to look and it's not there. And again, it could be my computer. I've got one of those cheap Chromebooks that you get in Walmart that I've been using for the last 10 years. Alright, I got to head and look for something to kill, to get some attack. I want to get up to 20 attack so that I can use my mithril axe, which I bought from Bob. Here it is right here, mithril battle axe. But I got to be 20th level of attack, and I am currently 19. So I'm just going to go kill some goblins. I was killing rats, but they don't give treasure. At least I wasn't getting any. I am getting it from the goblins though. So I came over to here to Farador, or whatever it's called, and was going to attack them. But these guards are like 19 or 21st level. So I'm not going to mess with them. I'm a hardcore Iron Man, so I want to be careful. But let me go ahead and read off some other comments that people have been leaving. Let me go back to the beginning. Okay, Girth Bruin 5433. Did I see you AFK at Crafting Guild? You might have. I don't know. And then Yeto Wider 3593. Yeah, this one can be confusing for the first time. Lots of love. He's talking about the Molly, helping catch Molly's sister. I didn't get a good look at. Ooh, there's a spider. Let me go. Let me attack. Get some points. Let's see how close I am. I'm 382 points away. Yeah, I forgot to look at Molly to see what she looks like. And I went in there, so I was grabbing, and you only get 2 chances. So I got it on the last one. But yeah, you're right, it was a little confusing and all that. Let me see. Handle asks, is this the Hypercam? Could be. He's playing mobile. Mullet Magic 8734 says he's playing mobile on PC, guessing he has a weird laptop. Yeah, that's my Chromebook. I mean, I'm talking. When I found out you could play RuneScape on it, because it's the best computer I got. I immediately downloaded it and started playing. I had never played RuneScape before. I just couldn't believe. And now I had watched some videos about it, especially with the problems y'all have had in the past, and I was like, wow, an MMO that I can play on a Chromebook? Because there's not an MMO out there that I could play that that I wanted to, and I'd always wanted to try out RuneScape. So I downloaded. I've been playing now for, let's see how long. Okay, hold on. Where's the right here? I'm still learning the buttons to push. 1 day and 13 hours. I'm getting about an hour a day in, but I've noticed it's creeping upwards as the game slowly sinks its hooks into you and dooms you to a life of nothing but constantly trying to build your account up. So let's see where I'm at right here. Alright, let's see. I got a few more. And thank you all, by the way, everybody who's commenting. Appreciate it. This one's about the sandwich lady. There's a chance you can get a stale baguette from the sandwich lady if you talk to her. I don't trust anybody. I watched a video where in the early days they would approach you and ask you to click on a link, and then it would give you access to their computer. It was like early days of phishing. I don't think they can do that now, but I researched the sandwich lady, so now it's not so scary. But if there's somebody who walks up to me and I ignore you, or if I'm playing the game and some random character pops in and tries to get me to do something, I'm probably going to wait and yeah, I know Wiki's right here and it's got all the information, but you know what I've been using is Gemini. I just go into Gemini. Gemini accesses Wiki anyway. That's what it's doing. So I just go on to here, and actually Gemini will, Wiki Plus, it will do it all because it's AI, and it will give me a straight answer right away. But I try to do that as little as possible. I'm trying to do as much of the game as just messing around. I have found some cool stuff, not being able to remember off the top of my head, just messing around, that I didn't have to go look up. But the X was one of them. I just got tired of digging. I'm like, where the hell is it? So I don't know what a stale baguette does. Okay, let me see who else. Now, McDonald's Odes commented, of course, the Super Saiyan candles. I was upset, or not upset, I mean, that's the wrong word to use. I was just confused of why they made, if I had made that part of the game where you have to dry out the fuse to blow up the side of the wall in the island quest where you're killing, I call it the Scream quest because the guy looks like out of, I guess Scream was a big deal back then. The movie was out or something, and they kind of made it after that. And the fuse needed to be dried, and the answer was to go around and light all the candles in the room, which is very illogical because, yeah, it puts off heat, but the candles, eventually I would have figured it out. But you have a tinderbox right there, and you got trees outside you can cut. So wouldn't it have been better to make it, you build logs around the thing and dry it out? That's what I was just wondering. And again, I'm not really complaining. It was a fun quest, but I did not care for the mirror. Okay, and I had some people comment on that. So let's go back and let me do all the comments here. Comment, of course. Okay, this is Zero Zach Hero. $2.50, 14 days when you buy bonds with in-game gold. Yeah, I'm a hardcore Iron Man. I went ahead and I just bought the entire year, and it brought the price down to $8 a month. I have been playing for, like I said, 28 hours now. No longer than that, maybe about 40. And I've managed to put together 4,000 gold pieces. So, yeah, just now maybe in the future I'll just buy a bond. Maybe by the end of next year I've saved enough money to buy a bond. But I was like, you know what? And I'm gonna touch on a sensitive subject. Okay, I play Hive Engine, and it's the same thing. You're playing the game. that you want to support and you want to play and you want to get as much free stuff as you can. But at one point, you got to support the game so that they can keep the lights on. Now, from what I understand, they're doing very well in RuneScape, so they're not hurting for money. We're talking in the $1 million. But what I'm saying is, if and I'm on some of those platforms now, if you get a group of people that want to give everything for the game and take out and never put back in, well, the game might turn off. It just might, or it might not do very well, or it might not get upgraded, or the people will lose interest, the thousands of reasons. So what I'm saying is, I didn't have a problem, and I had the extra money, so I didn't have a problem. I'm enjoying the game, so I'm going to support it. So I went ahead and paid. I got a good deal. They got some cash. And like I said, it's not like RuneScape needs it. They're doing very well. And but if you're ever on a platform and they want $3 a month to play it and you're enjoying it, go ahead and do it. Or even if you can just give them $1 for something, maybe they're selling something for $1, go ahead, do it. One, it shows your appreciation for what they're doing, and it helps keep the lights on. It just might, and that's all I'm going to say about it. But listen, in this game, there's no one way to do it. You do it what is best for you. And if you're tight on money, you don't have any, and you can make a lot of money and buy a bond, do it that way. Okay? But here's the other thing I'm going to throw out there that I found out in a lot of these games. I like Splinterlands. I play Splinterlands on Hive Engine, and I'm spending all this time playing it to try to get a card that I could spend 50 cents on. And well, in the time that I spent trying to get that 50-cent card for free, go put in some extra hours door dashing or doing whatever work you do and buy you can buy a gold legendary card. You see what I'm saying? And at the same time support the game. And yeah, it's funner to play it and actually get it for free. Ooh, there's a goblin. And nope, I knew that was going to happen. I don't want to do the tree. There we go. So I'm going to be doing this for the next 5 hours, trying to get up to 20. And of course I'm going to get my bones, and then I'm going to put that into the ground and get some more prayer. But anyway, thank you for that reply. He's right. So you can get it for as cheap as $2.50 with the... Okay, let me go back to comments. I'm reading it from my phone here, so bear with me. Okay, Frederick UK, each time you mark the tile you made, he's going back to X marks the spot. I already read his, but I still see no X. Okay, and I'm almost caught up on comments. Okay, right here, this is a curious one. Caboose End Button 4219. How did you manage to get footage of this clip from 2000, or at least why are you playing it on a Windows 98 potato? Okay, well, it's a Chromebook. It's not a Windows 98. I'd be happy to have a Windows right now, to be honest, if I had one. That's actual live footage from me looking for the blue moon in what town is it in? What's the name of that? Varrock? Is this the sandwich lady again? Sandwich lady, she's back. Okay, talk to sandwich lady. This time I trust her. You look under me, I'll tell you what. Have a bread roll on me. Tap here to continue. And I'm going to take... Ooh, that looks good. The breadstick. Hey, I didn't say you could have that. Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, okay, I thought I could grab any of it. I don't see it in my... I guess she took off without giving me anything. Alright, oh well. Alright, let's go back to comments. Leewick Colin 6511. Sort your setup, man. Nobody is going to watch a laggy stream with no proper setup. Yeah, I'm just winging it here, having a good time. Uh, Definitely going to not be one of the top. Not yet, anyhow. Depends on how hooked I get into this, which seems like I'm getting pretty bad, to be honest. Okay, so let's see. Okay, twice moved 7339 commented time to work for Chiquita. I think he's talking about the bananas over there in Kermadja Island. Potatoes are for dinner, not for playing OSRS, commented Snizzle 7077. That's when I was over there too. I grabbed some potatoes. Each time sort your okay comment says, and I think that's it for comments. Rock Riot wrote, dude, love the videos. If you ever need a hand taking care of those goblins, let me know. I will. And thank you. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Okay, comments. And God, I had a lot more comments than I thought. Okay. Yeah, I had a lot more. Yeah, the earlier ones I already read, so that catches me up. I'm going to try to read all the comments on every video, but pretty much what I do is I just record me grinding, and nothing that exciting. But then I'll make some shorts and put it out there. So hopefully it's getting some new eyeballs on the game and bringing some new people, which I don't know. Late at night, I'm having a hard time staying. So many people start playing the games. I have to move around to find a world that will actually not kick me out. Alright, where am I at here? Am I still 19th level? Yeah, I'm still 19. I have 330 more on my attack. And I got 5 gold pieces, so that's nice. So, anyway, that's it. I'm going to spend some time killing goblins here, get up to 20th level, then I got to go. And I might be able to play tonight if I'm lucky. But that's what I mean about the game getting your hooks into. I play Farming Simulator all the time, but even then, like I'm going to get home probably about midnight, and I would just go to bed. And I love Farming Simulator, don't get me wrong. But this game's got me thinking I might, when you start thinking that I'm going to squeeze an hour in here. Oh, and I got the game on the mobile. So what I've been doing, if I get some crazy idea, I pull over, because you don't play the game and drive, open it up, and do something real quick. I've done that several times. But also I've been stuck in places, like waiting in line at the bank, and I cut down like 10 trees. Yeah, so make sure you have the mobile loaded up too. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else, because right now, if I get that to 20, I can use my axe. I started doing agility. I haven't been able to do any thieving yet. Let me go kill a goblin while we're doing this. I have done none of these because I just got the membership. I want to get in on farming, but I'm doing pretty well on the other ones. I know I'm still, I know it doubles like every time you go up, so I've got a long way to go. So anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe. You get a chance, leave a comment. Love to hear from you. Thank you for all those who've already done all that, and have a nice day.